My job is to do the right things for Canada now and do the right things for Canadians a generation from now.
Hi, me again from the cheap seats. Prime Minister Trudeau just said that he wants to do what's right for future generations. Let's see what he means when he says he wants to do what's right and how we need to respond.
But you can't opt out of the Federation. You can't opt out of Canada. We are a country of laws. We're a country of rules and responsibilities. And it's evolved over 150 plus years to be this extraordinarily successful country we have. And we expect people to obey the law. That's what governments expect of their citizens. That's what citizens should expect of their governments. That's what governments expect of their citizens. That's what citizens should expect of their governments.
Notice how he says that governments expect this of citizens and citizens should expect this of their governments. He puts government first and he treats you and me as if we're some kind of resources that they invest in. But it's worse. You need to see what he's trying to do.
Il y a vraiment des choix très, très clairs. Est-ce qu'on s'en va vers du populisme qui veut revenir en arrière sur le droit des femmes, revenir en arrière sur la lutte contre les changements climatiques, revenir en arrière sur la défense de la démocratie? Ou bien est-ce qu'on se dit, ben non, on est sur une bonne voie en tant que pays avec des valeurs progressistes, avec des conversations sensées où des adversaires politiques peuvent toujours trouver des points en commun sur lesquels on va s'entendre?
There's a kind of person that she's usually like a sweet lady, and she's always surprised that people don't like her. And it's good. She should feel that way in some sense because she's such a sweet lady that no one should not like her. But she's like, I just can't believe they don't like me. And it usually takes like a husband or somebody to be like, they do not like you, dear. I'm just telling you, they don't like you. We have real enemies. The Philistines don't like you, okay? The real enemies that don't like you, they don't like your ways, they don't like your customs, they don't like your traditions, they don't like your God, they don't like your worship, they don't like your sacraments, they don't like them. We have those. And they are, by all means, invading, just as the Ammonites and the Moabites were invading.
Bill C-63 would probably not allow me to say or even make this little video because what the Prime Minister has done is he's gotten rid of the absolute. Where there are no absolutes, he becomes the absolute. You should know that because he certainly does. He's going to make these laws so he can get rid of people that he doesn't like.
People have to know that the social contract is there. That all makes sense. Why are so many people still against it? Well, you know, that's a question we all have to ask.
So to help us understand this, I've put together a short little clip of your Minister of the Environment and what he says about law. Here it is.
No one is above the law in Canada. We live in a state of law. It's not a dictatorship, and no one is above the law.
So he wants everybody to live by the law. Okay. Does that apply to him? Or is he above the law? Now, the way, as a Prime Minister, you're putting things together, it doesn't apply to him because there are no absolutes to you as Prime Minister. You are the government. You're making the laws. And so you can have a criminal as Environment Minister, a convicted criminal. Well, that can only happen when you, as the Prime Minister, have no absolutes. You just simply do whatever you want to do because you do not want to recognize that there is a law that transcends all human law. It dictates how we are to live. But if not, then you do what you want to do, and you can make blackface. Boys are girls and girls are boys, and if you want to have made and die, here, go somewhere and ask, you can have a shot, and that's it. It's over. There's absolutely no boundaries to your thinking. That is slavery.
That if they continue to pay their taxes and and support and vote and behave in constructive ways that contribute to their community will in turn ensure a better future for themselves, a path to retirement, opportunities for their kids.
And so my question that I would like to have answered is, why are Christians in the government, in Parliament, and there are a few, why are they not confronting you with that? With the fact that we have 150 years of Christian culture.
Evolved over 150 plus years.
Also, to you in the House of Commons, 25 Bible texts all over the place. Why is that not being presented to you by the Christian MPs? Now, some of you may say, oh, we can't have church and state mixed up. No, that's correct. You don't want that. But you do want morality in the state. I expect that most of you want some morality in the state. Or don't you want morality in the state? Well, then we get the French Revolution, we get Haiti. We have so many examples in history where once morality is gone, once the absolute source of morality is gone, we get absolute chaos.
Auch Ihnen, Volksgenossen, versichern können, Ihr Leben, auch Ihr bürgerliches Dasein ist gesichert in diesem nationalsozialistischen Staat der Ordnung, der Freiheit und des Rechts.
People, when will you understand that and begin to speak out? And that goes for the MPs that call themselves Christian and that are sitting there in the House of Commons as well. Will you confront the Prime Minister with the fact that a state has to have an absolute, and that is the absolute that will determine morality? Or would we just let things go the way they go? People, we need to speak out.
I'm just telling you, they don't like you. We have real enemies. The Philistines don't like you, okay? The real enemies that don't like you, they don't like your ways, they don't like your customs, they don't like your traditions, they don't like your God, they don't like your worship, they don't like your sacraments, they don't like them.
Where's that come from? That comes out of a book that many of the MPs in the government there are well aware of. Present it. Present it. And if you're a Christian and you're watching this, present it. What is the fear of having that presented? I would like to end this with the fourth verse of the national anthem. It's not officially the national anthem, it's the fourth verse, but it gives you the mindset of the people of those years that took the first verse of O Canada and made it our national anthem.